America, an Eastern time zone. 9:30 a.m. Raptor Freak live stream, live at 9:30 in Eastern time zone. It's 4:30 where I am p.m. in the afternoon here in Estonia, and it is Saturday, so we're sharing the love. And today I want to share the love for a concept, a thing that happens in the NBA sometimes, and it's going to happen twice tomorrow. Game sevens. Game sevens are a lot of fun. When a series gets all the way to 3-3, well, those two teams really have seen each other a lot recently, and the chess match is to the climax of the series, where seven is, well, winner take all at that point. Of course, we just had the 5-year anniversary of the Toronto Raptors' epic Game 7 victory over the Philadelphia 76ers last Sunday, where Kawhi hit the 4-bounce shot. And really, one of the most dramatic ways a Game 7 has ever ended in the whole entire history of the National Basketball Association. So it's cool. Game 7 has a hype to it. Game 7 has a fun to it. And I am so happy to hear, waking up early this morning, early, very early for y'all, that the Pacers did it, taking care of business in Game 6 against the Knicks on Friday night. Yeah, Pascal leading the way. Very, very happy about this. I'm unhappy that the NBA and U.S. media does not want to rightfully put a spotlight on Pascal or give him his just due, because I look at all the articles and the headlines and the way they write it, and, well, they kind of gloss over Siakam's very central position in the success of the Indiana Pacers in this playoff so far. So very happy to see the outcome. The referees did try to help New York. They gave them 13 more off of free throw attempts, but still, the Pacers ended up winning by 13 over them. So you figure it out. It's interesting how that works. But yeah, awesome. We'll get a Game 7 between these two teams tomorrow, and we're going to have a Game 7 between Denver and Minnesota also tomorrow. Tonight, there is a game, so let me check on the refs. Oklahoma City at Dallas, Game 6. It will be crew chief Tony Brothers, Josh Tiven, and Mitchell Irvin will be in charge of things in Dallas for this game. Now, will the NBA try and get Game 7 out of this series? I'd like to see that, actually. If Dallas going to beat them, just go ahead. Well, maybe that gambling company does have a say in things somehow, some way. But I'd love to see SGA and Lou Dort and Josh Giddey and Chet Holmgren get another game at least and beat them and get to a Game 7. So we'll have to see what happens. That Game 7, of course, will probably be on Monday if they Mavericks do not win today. So Tony Brothers, Josh Tiven, and Mitchell Irvin, the referees for tonight's singular NBA playoff game between Oklahoma City and Dallas, Game 6. Yeah, there you go. Interesting stuff happening online last night on Instagram stories with Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes going on his Yesurski Scotty Instagram account and saying, damn, I'd be too scared to press the go live button. So he was thinking about getting on Twitch last night, and he didn't do it. He chickened out. And you know what he did instead, guys? It's hilarious. He was so close to going on there, and we see some of the cool art in his house right now. Of course, we saw that really awesome picture that's at Scotty's house in the cover of him on the Slam magazine, of course, with his chain. That's a fantastic thing. Some really cool art from Scotty's house. Of course, the image is flipped. And then you know what he did? Instead of going live on Instagram, the man went roller skating. That's right. He went Friday night roller skating last night. Cool to see Scott on the wheels. Now, I will say one thing, Scott. I know you're a very good roller skater, but I know that you can, let's try and be smart and just no kind of weird stuff with any kind of anything. You're a good athlete. You can take care of yourself. I know you're going to be fine. I do not doubt that. It's just, any kind of behavior, I get a little worried. We have Grady showing the clip that Raptors admin is showing him getting a cookie coming into work. It's kind of funny. And then he's on a plane somewhere, and he's watching a polar bear on the back of a airplane seat. Very interesting to see Grady flying somewhere. He's up very high, looking out of the plane there. We got Emmanuel Quickly. He's got some Jacqueline Carr playing my portion. Yeah, there you go. He's getting down. It's already written, is what he's saying right there. So go IQ. We love you, man. And he's also got, what else has he got going on his Instagram? He's got some inspiring words from Justin Ayaboy and the Download. All right, let's see. And happy birthday to A1 Day 1 to you. I'm guessing that it's a relative of him. Could be his mother. I'm not totally sure. Could be his sister. Or, happy to birthday to Michi, I think. Lloyd is on a court in Boca Raton, but I don't think Scotty's there. Scotty's in Toronto. But at least Lloyd, what about Lloyd is down in Boca getting shots up. Jordan Nwara actually posting the Raptors admins posted them goofing around, shooting around, him and JFL. Some of their favorite clips from this year. The Raptors admin's really on it right now. And then they're showing the dap between him and Ochai Agbaji before they come out, right before they come through the tunnel. There's Javon also posting the same clip that Jordan posted also, Javon Freeman Liberty. Miles Burns always posting clips of him from the 905 season just last year. Mr. New York City has got some interesting stuff happening here. He's got DMX going on his not safe for work message for all the homies. He's got some good messages there. And he's also crying out to look for basketball trainers in the Toronto area right now. So if anybody's in the Toronto area and they're good basketball trainer, Marquise Noel wants you to DM them. You guys, seriously, Marquise Noel is looking for somebody to help train him in basketball. I don't know why he just doesn't go piggyback with some of the other guys or go down to OVO. Marquise, just go down to OVO and see who's around there. Jim Sand's probably around. Just go down there, man. Whatever. I mean, if there is a good basketball trainer in Toronto, seriously, go find Marquise, please, please. Let's see. Dennis is still celebrating basketball in Germany, and that's pretty much it. The Instagram stories for this morning. Interesting, this guy was going to go live on Twitch, and then he chickened out and went roller skating instead. We love you, Scotty. Whenever you come back to Instagram, we will be there. Maybe that's why he's scared. Yeah, I'm looking at Siakam's stats. We posted them in the Facebook chat last night for the last 4 games in the playoffs, and he's been fantastic. He's shooting a 64.2% true shooting average. And that is amazing. That is so good. 21.8 points in the last 4 playoff games with a 64% true shooting percentage. That is just so good. Siakam, you are a star. And, Halliburton may be the guy that was there before, but Siakam's contributions and the addition to the Indiana Pacers is really buoying them to the place where they are right now. So you got to give Siakam more credit, mainstream media. Here we go. We're going to go with Leo's life tips now. He's saying, you got this. And, of course, he's saying, feeling a coffee. Good morning. Wishing you a happy and fun long weekend, guys. Whatever you think, you become. Whatever you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you create. So those are your words of wisdom. Make your destiny by thinking what you want and feeling what you want to attract and imagining what you can create. So it's in your hands and it's in your perception. You've got to make your destiny and make who and what and everything for you. So there you go. Thank you, Leo Routens, once again for your words of wisdom. I'll flesh them out a little bit. And it is a good touchstone for getting some, more nice things to say. All right, let me see. Is there a birthday today? I think there were birthdays. I've been missing all the birthdays recently. All right, we do have some birthdays today, guys. Danielle Marshall's birthday is today, and I believe he's turning 51. So happy 51st birthday to Danielle Marshall. Won a very good scorer for the Raptors one season when he played for us. Reggie Evans is also having his birthday today. Reggie Evans is, I guess he's 44 today. A happy 44th birthday to Reggie Evans. And we've got Bill Baino, former assistant coach of the Raptors. It's his birthday today also, and he is 62. So happy birthdays to Danielle Marshall, Reggie Evans, the nut puncher, and Bill Baino. Yeah, those are the Raptor birthdays. I forgot to say birthdays earlier this week. We had Antonio Lang's birthday, Terrence Davis II's birthday, John Sally, Stan Albeck, and Hubert Davis. I missed those because I forgot to look at the birthdays those other days. But I got the ones today. So happy birthday, Danielle Marshall and Reggie Evans. All right, let's see what else is going on here. The WNBA League is going fun. Very competitive matchups. I'm glad everybody's keeping up with their teams and stuff like that. Let's see what else. They're saying Porzingis is likely out for the start of the Eastern Finals. That's probably a good thing for Boston. I'll say it and say it over and over again. That Kristaps Porzingis is a loser. You're going to end up losing with him in the end. Watch. And him being out may actually be a blessing in disguise for them. Coach Budenholzer and introduced as the coach of the Phoenix Suns. And I did not realize that he's from Arizona and that it's kind of a dream job for him to coach the Suns. And he's saying that this team with this makeup, I would coach on any place. I would coach on the moon for them. So I don't know if that's a shot at Toronto in a weird way, but I don't think so. But he's saying, yeah, he coached this team anywhere in the world because of who's on it. Talking about Devin and Kevin and Bradley Beal and those guys. So Budenholzer is very happy to be the Suns coach. It's a childhood dream, apparently, which is weird to me. I did not realize that. Yeah, there you go. There's kind of checking in on the news. Let me see what y'all are saying in the chat real quick. Let's see what's up. Kareem's here. I'm at the cottage, and I'm supposed to be enjoying family time, but tomorrow, bro, 2 game sevens, and I have to sit in front of the TV. That's tough, man. I know these game sevens are right in the middle of the long weekend, and like, oh my gosh, yeah, you either get a radio or get something or something. Maybe you can have some people in cahoots with you. Then you don't take the full heat of being like, why aren't you in here doing family things, Kareem? Uncle's here too with me. You're not just taking the heat yourself. But I understand, man. These are big games. I mean, seriously, this is a Game 7, New York, Indiana. And the last time this happened, the Pacers won. In Madison Square Garden, could it happen again? Wow. The other one's going to be good, too. Nuggets and Timberwolves, the old versus the young. There you go. James is here. Good to see James checking in. Indiana could possibly win. Knicks have a lot of injuries. They really do. It looked like Josh Hart got hurt in the game last night. And, this is something that Chuck D's complaining about on Twitter right now. The Knicks are down like 6 players or something like that is what he's saying. He's trying to remind everybody that. And my friend Alan keeps saying things like, let's go beat the Farmers. And that's what he's saying about the Indiana people. Let's beat the Farmers. I'm like, that's so weird, man. Come on now. You calling them farmers? Tom Duke saying, no Tingus, play Pingus for Boston. Hope they get whooped. Good morning. Yeah, I mean, that's still a ways. We got to figure out who's going to win tomorrow and play the Celtics in game 1. So who knows? But yeah, Porzingis is not a bad thing for Boston, I think, honestly. Randolph is here. Good to see Randolph Phillips. Beloved Raptor Freaks, most informative game. Good morning. May you be blessed throughout the day and all that you do. Thank you, Randolph Phillips, for the blessings. And blessings right back to everybody watching and all the Raptor Freaks all around the world. All around the world. Around the world. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Mo's here. Good to see the Superfan Monique Lawrence. Good morning, Raptor Freak family. Good morning to you, Superfan Mo. G-San, love Pascal, but I think a healthy Knicks is the best way to beat the Celtics. Then again, Pacers, Hallie movement and speed with Turner and Pascal in the paint can cause problems. I was actually thinking about this last night, G, deeply. Like, who is the better spot to get against the Celtics? In some ways, I would say if the Knicks were fully healthy, I would say they were for sure the better team to take down the Celtics. But honestly, because of how beat up the Knicks are, and this may just play out naturally the way it's supposed to, G, the team that is the best team to go to the Eastern Conference Finals is going to get there. Whether it's the beat up Knicks in the state that they're in or the Pacers at where they're at. Now, that's what I'm saying. We want the best team between the two of them to go against Boston, to do the deed to get them out. So I'm kind of leaning towards Indiana should be playing them just because they're better, healthier, and they have more of their weapons. And Rick Carlisle, he's got some history with Boston. I think he played there, didn't he, when he was a player? So there's a lot of fun things about a Boston-Indiana series, just like a New York-Indiana series. It gets back to something we were here, D. Brown talk about recently in an interview, Larry Bird versus Chuck Person feud from way back. That's what I'm saying. Reggie Miller and Larry Bird had some beef in too. So Celtics and Pacers is a good matchup also. So I would love to see Siakam get past the Knicks and, be the guy who takes out the Celtics, because in some ways that's retribution coming around from the bubble for our team. And that's the outcome I want to see. May the best team win tomorrow between New York and Indiana so that they're the best team to try and beat Boston and get them out. So I'm on the same page. But I've thought about this. I mean, if New York wasn't so beat up, I'd say they were the team that should be playing the Celtics to beat them for sure. But because it's dubious about that, and the Pacers, they do have an offense that could really kind of give problems for the Celtics, like you're saying, G. There's certain things, and I think even from the games they played this season, in the regular season, Pacers were a headache for the Celtics in certain ways when they played each other. In fact, I believe the Pacers did beat them a lot this year. They beat them a couple times, I think. So yeah, let's see. Kareem saying every time I think the Knicks are gassed, Brunson drops 40 and DiVincenzo drops 25. Yeah, but they've been looking more human recently. I've been way above themselves for a lot of the end of the season and into the playoffs. DiVincenzo and Hart in particular. Brunson, he is a really good high level player, but also at the same time, he's been at a really high level, and he is still the kind of guy that it can go very like not efficient. Let's just put it that way. He has to shoot a lot, and we know like in some ways he is a player like Fred. And there's a lot of things that are parallels between Van Vliet and Brunson. And if he's shooting too much and having to carry through that and he's not making it, that's a problem for New York right there. That's a problem for New York right there, especially with such a depleted roster with so many injuries right now. So, yeah, let's see what's going on here. Fiercey's here. Good morning, fam, and happy Saturday. Good morning to you, Marie. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday. We're sharing the love for a Game 7 tomorrow, 2 Game 7s. New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers Game 7, and also the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves will be playing a Game 7 on that day also. So it's NBA playoffs. It's fantastic. Yeah, we love Game 7 excitement. It's so cool. Let's see. G saying, how was karaoke? We didn't actually do the karaoke yesterday. I don't know if we will. In some ways, I would sing it, but I don't know if anybody else is here with me and wants to go sing karaoke. Actually, so that's just how it is. We've been walking around. We went down to the water and kind of walked around the areas where the cruise ships fill up and people go on cruise lines around in the Baltics and the North Sea, and where the ferry is to Helsinki. And yeah, we're just kind of taking in the sights. We went up to the top of the hill in the old town, and we're looking at the old Russian church and the Estonian parliament. Yeah, parliament building. And yeah, it was really nice. It was up a hike, up a hill, but it was a beautiful view once we got up there, and we got nice scenery of seeing the old town and the bay and the ocean, the sea out past it. So yeah, we've been doing some sightseeing stuff like that, and I'm trying to sneak my little when I can here and there. Let's see. Mike's saying there could be some big moves in the East. You mean like this offseason? I ended up watching that video that you guys had recommended to me about the guy who's kind of going over the salary cap and thinking about moves and stuff like that. He really didn't regard Gary Trent in any kind of way in that video. It was interesting to me. But I was interested in hearing what he was saying about the possibilities with Bruce Brown and what we could do sign and trade wise. So it wasn't a bad video, and I liked some of the things he was saying on it. But I have questions for him about Gary Trent, and also I'm not really big on getting C.J. McCollum. That doesn't seem like the right thing. With the scenario was kind of explained with the Pelicans. That didn't seem like that was the right avenue. That doesn't seem like the right team. I know he was looking for different teams to do trades with and stuff like that on there. So, all right, let me see. Where am I at? I'm about almost 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't have to go very much longer. Let me see what else is online that I wanted to possibly talk about. I don't think there is much more. I kind of just ran through everything. I'm happy with, even though I'm over here. And I hope that you guys have been watching the games. I hope the WNBA games, the season starting, you guys have caught some interest in checking in and seeing what it's all about. Yeah, last night was interesting with the game. I see that Precious had a pretty good game, 5 of 8 for New York with 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, 12 points. That's not bad for him, kind of trying to fill in things. I don't totally agree with them starting McBride. I know that the New York fans are trying to say, oh, we've been small a lot this year already, so we're used to it. But yeah, I don't totally agree with that. Yeah, Siakam really good, 11 to 21, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, a plus 20. And then the next leading scorer was Miles Turner, 15 from Nebhard and Halliburton and McConnell off the bench. Yeah, it looks like it was a rout because everybody's played in this game. There's some garbage minutes in there for the teams. All right, well, I think I'm going to sign off, guys. Let me just see what you're saying. Fiercely saying C.J. McCollum choked in the playoffs. Yeah, I don't like the guy. In some ways, I've heard him diss Toronto, so I don't know if he's exactly a good fit to come here. And I wouldn't want him to be here with Gary because they've already played together. New Thousand saying, do the 2019 championship Raptors beat this Denver team? This year's Denver team? Yeah, for sure. This is the thing we got to remember about that Raptors team is holy crap. Look at the bench who was on that team. Pascal was a starter, but the bench was like Fred, Norman, Serge. There was some really good bench players on that Raptors team that are like all stars at this point. So it's crazy. So no, that team was really stacked. And don't ever underestimate Kawhi Leonard at that point. Like obviously Kawhi Leonard's looked a little washed since he went to the Clippers, which he shouldn't have and made a big mistake. But man, if you have a healthy Kawhi like we did on that championship run, yeah, we probably could take them down. I would say that the battle would be between Gasol and Jokic. And that would be really fun to watch because in some ways they have a lot of similarities, but it would be like the younger Jokic against the very wise older like Gasol. But maybe the younger, faster guy might be better. Who knows? But I would love to see the Nikola Gasol matchup. Would be fantastic. And we'd figure things out to try and deal with Murray. So I don't know. I would pick the Raptors because honestly, that team was so good. And honestly, people don't give it its due as far as like how deep it was and just how badass it was. I mean, OG was on that team and he never played a single playoff minute. He really, really didn't. And I don't think the Denver Nuggets are as good this year as they were last year. They really aren't. And they've shown it in this playoff so far. So if you were talking about last year's Denver team, I might give them a little bit more of a chance against the Raptors championship team. But not this year's Denver team. They got worse this year, which is really interesting. Great question, though. I appreciate the different question here. Fiercely saying, yeah, something is certainly lacking with the Nuggets. Well, maybe it is Bruce Brown. Yeah, maybe it is a little bit of Bruce Brown X factor. his country style is not there. His country vibe is not there right now. Mike saying money wise we're fine. He showed we have room to move things around. He wasn't on point with every scouting report, but the option to take on more money is available. Yeah, I like what he was saying, and he kept saying us. So I was like, is he a Raptors fan? Because he kept saying it the way that it sounded like he was a Raptors fan, but I know he does all the different teams. So I don't know. Maybe he just does that by default. I don't know. Yeah, but I enjoyed the video, and I thought it was mostly like you're right. There was a couple things I was like, about, but for most part, I thought it was very informative. You guys were exactly right about what worth watching. Let's see, a Messiah with the money bags. Okay, Tom. And Mike saying he also didn't look at the mid-level exception and etc., but his numbers were good. Yeah. I mean, it was a great video, and I appreciate y'all telling me about it. G saying reports and rumors are Brown will be traded and Gary will be signed. That's what I'm hoping. That's what we were talking about yesterday, G, on the stream yesterday. All right, guys, I have 55 people watching. Please give a thumbs up, a like, a comment, a subscribe, and join the channel if you feel like it. If you do, you get special access to a special 24-hour hotline chat that's always updating on Toronto Raptors news updates as they happen. Kawhi Leonard gets traded at 2 a.m. in the morning. Well, we will tell you at that time. It's crazy. We're that on it. And you'll be able to participate in all kinds of fun special contests and other great activities and meetups and events that we have as a member of the channel. Yeah, Fiercely saying, bye, Lex and fam. Yeah, and I'll see you, Marie. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be back right on the same time, but we'll see. I've been able to do the 9:30 right on the dot the last couple of days. But once again, I'm not going to promise you every single time because I am on vacation, but I'm just trying to keep my streak alive and continue to stream almost 1,000 days in a row. It'll be almost, it'll be 1,000 right around when I get back. It'll be a couple weeks, and then boom, we'll have my 1,000 streak in 1,000 days. So we're gonna keep keeping on, even if I'm in Tallinn, Estonia, in this beautiful medieval city. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying it more and more as the days go by, and I'm learning more and more about the streets and where I am. So I'm not totally lost. So it's been a great trip, and I'm very much enjoying it. Yeah, let's go 1,000. Let's go, Marie. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go Raptors as always. Trust in Masai, and never doubt Scotty. Touch grass. And share the love. Share the love for Game 7s in the NBA. Ooh, the excitement, the drama, the prestige. Game 7s. 2 are playing tomorrow. And if you're like Kareem and you can steal away to watch some of it, well, Get to your television set if you can, or maybe get the radio on or something like that. That's right. Let's go Raps. That's right, Jordan. I see you there. Let's go Raptors. Let's go Raptors. Let's go Raptors. Let's go Raptors.